Rantoni Pepperoni talked about modern warfare. So let's check it out. Clean house. Oh shit, bro. You gonna clean your own house? No way. Let the wife do it. Sexism, am I right, everybody?
+6. Moving on the rear garden.
Oh my god.
Okay. Being kind of sus, you know what I'm saying?
How does it make me feel? Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, that was the game that ruined Call of Duty for me, the original one. Say what you want, I know it's the most popular one, but for me it ruined it. It made kill streaks the worst. It was the noob tube, double akimbo 1917 shotgun. It was crazy. It was too much. This is a shit bag. The dog shit goes in here. I remember I was so ragey.
How dare you? How dare you?
At some point, I drew a swastika on the cover because I just came off of my Call of Duty 4 MLG phase. I was in the clan. KSKV2. It was not bad. It was pretty good. I took a shit now on the multiplayer of that game, but Modern Warfare 2, the old one, has the best first-person shooter single-player campaign I've ever seen. Snamibo. Now we have the remake, no, remaster, no, a reimagining, a idea of.
It's a remake, right? It ain't a remake. I don't fucking know.
Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2019. Love the way they're naming the games. Keep it up. And I want to say, first of all, that I just have to get it off my chest. You know, when people say, oh,
I'm not feeling video games anymore.
This game, when you started for the first time, made me feel this way. Bro, I want to play the campaign. You have to restart the game twice. Or did I have to restart?
Yeah, you gotta update. Update requires restart. Demonware.
Started 3 times. Loading shaders. Queuing up for playing the single player campaign. Why does it have to be this way? Why can't games just be games? Stop it. Other games, you click the EXE, you play the game. The EXE feels like it's a glitch that's like moving around. It's become a pain in the ass. You know, I didn't play Vanguard. I didn't play Black Ops Cold War.
Cold War's pretty good.
I like to take some break between Call of Duty games. I don't play them every year.
Because of that, it feels like coming home. And maybe for many of you it does too. There's a reason why this game is a fucking flagship. Why Sony is giving this game as an argument why Microsoft can acquisition Activision. There's no other first-person shooter that comes close in terms of the precision.
Man, I remember back in the day, I'd be like, Battlefield's way better than Call of Duty, man. Call of Duty fell off. Call of Duty's whack. It's all about the battlefields, bruh. And then we got Battlefield 1, which a lot of people like now. I'm not one of them, really. I'm not into World War shooters, but Battlefield 1 is kind of fun. And then we got Battlefield 5, and I'm not feeling that one at all. And then we got Battlefield 2042. But you know where it all started? When people started saying Battlefield is not going to be as good as Call of Duty? Battlefield Hardline. Yeah, a lot of you probably forgot about that game, but that game is actually pretty fun. I think the game would have succeeded if it wasn't called Battlefield. If it was just called Hardline and it was its own game, it probably would still be a series till this day. Cops versus robbers. It's perfect. The only issue is it had the word payday in it. I mean, I'm sorry, payday. Cops and robbers, Battlefield. If it didn't say Battlefield, it'd still be around till today. But let's continue.
And the on-pointness of the gameplay. I'm not gonna go into detail there. Every Call of Duty review, I would have to say all this shit, but you know what I mean. Call of Duty is perfect. When it comes to the gameplay, the gunplay, it's perfect. It is how it's supposed to be.
You sound like an old man. It's not like it used to be back in the day, but now it's good again.
Bam, Ende, Good Nacht, Ciao Kakao. And the sound effects, man. The shotgun, the pop, pop, pop. Insanity, without a doubt. I remember the Modern Warfare 2019 was already good, but here, every gun, when I heard it, I was like, oh, pop, 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 boom.
Pop, 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 motherfucker.
Technically and gameplay wise is perfection. We're not arguing that.
Anyways.
First thing I do, I play the campaign. Because for me, Call of Duty.
Good. The campaign was absolutely back. Amazing. One of the best Call of Duty campaigns I played in a long time. I love the more grounded, realistic missions. And a lot of people didn't fuck with that, especially when it comes to the multiplayer. They're like, oh, it should be an arcade shooter. It should be super fast paced, super spin around, jump around. SBMM sucks. But when it comes to campaign, the campaign is amazing. Played it on the hardest difficulty. Had so much fun. I want to do it again, but there's no point. I already did it.
is always about the campaign first and foremost. Let's get into more detail here because I think the campaign is really a mixed bag. Generally, I really appreciated what they tried to do here. They tried to be creative. And that's something that you can't say for every Call of Duty game. They really tried to push the envelope here and to make it interesting, you know? Big respect to the devs, trying to diversify the gameplay. There's some stuff in here that
the Call of Duty, this is the Call of Duty mission. Every person that was like, Call of Duty used to be crazy, blah, 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 this is their mission. And from what I hear, everybody loved it. I thought it was okay. That's just me.
I just fucking love. I love that they brought back driving. Man, shout out to Call of Duty 2 with the tanks. I love that they have the top-down strategy part where you give orders to the guy and he's running around. They have the air support shit, and the delay in the air support is so nice. It's fucking, feels so satisfying. It's a war crime. The container mission.
No, they're hostile. They have weapons.
The containers, when you're on the ship, goes, you can get squished, yeah? And speaking of weapons, there's one moment when you jump down the waterfall, like,
damage because if you jump for that high, it fucking hurts.
There are some missions that even give you more agency than maybe what you're used to from a COD campaign. In the past, it's like, okay, take that guy out. If you don't take him out, it's mission failed. We'll get him next time. Sometimes it's like, hey, we just keep it running. You fucked up, you must deal with it. 3 noches. The cutscenes are so
fucking. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super tired of everything trying to be like all gillied up. All gillied up was good. That doesn't mean you need to put it in every single Modern Warfare game. It was in the remake, it was in the remaster, it was in 2019, and it's in this game. Stop, we get it. Covert, cool, ghillie suit, sniper rifle, great. This one, terrible, long, big as fuck, takes forever, hated it. Next.
futuristic and looks so nice. Captain Price is so handsome. I want that beard. I want to look and sound like him. I love him. Before I played the game, I saw a little video on Twitter. This is what Modern Warfare 2 looks like, and they show the Amsterdam mission. I'm like, no way. No fucking way this is in the game. This is bullshit. Next level shit. But two big problems. The mission lasts about 5 minutes. It literally feels like more a flex and a tech demo than an actual mission because you do nothing, basically. And even worse, where the hoes at? I see the red lights, but no women. How do I come? You can tell where the inspiration comes from sometimes. You are in the darkness and you have to fucking loot shit. First person.
And I thought this was going to be the DMZ mode because it makes sense. You pick up loot, you create things, you could set traps. This was perfect Tarkov DMC. The way that we got DMZ now is just, it's the same game except you just grab some missions and you keep going. Honestly, I think there should be a mode like this, the slower gameplay. You can tell if you played this mission, you can tell Soap was moving slower. Even after he took the stem to have his health back to normal, he was moving slower than normal COD campaign speed. He was moving slower. This should have been its own game mode. Hopefully in the future we get an update where this is a primary focus, like a super hardcore version of DMZ. I would fucking love it.
Last of Us style. Craft items, traps, and then you have to open saves and find combinations, and you find a crossbow. Like, I was thinking The Last of Us during the entire time, but I love that. I love that so much. There's one part when you're in a mansion and you're sneaking around like Dishonored Hitman style, throwing knives and shit. I really appreciate this creativity and this diversification of gameplay. I almost feel like these things would be good enough to be individual games. It's that good and that fresh. But there is a downside to this creativity.
A little bit.
I think that in Modern Warfare 2, the most creative missions, they sometimes overstay their welcome. The air support mission drags on for way too long.
Because it was 2 missions. I get it, honestly. And as someone that loves it, I absolutely love this mission. It could have just had this first part and then have the second part be normal. Instead of you being in the air support, you're running with Ghost and Alejandro with the bad guy. And you call in air support just using like the laser and laser designate the target and just have that be the mission with you boots on the ground. That would have been a second Call of Duty mission, right? Because there's not many Call of Duty missions in this. A lot of it is slower pace and not as actiony. That would have been perfectly fine if you had just this one air mission. And then the second one, your boots on the ground, shit's going, explosives everywhere, helicopters coming in, you're blowing shit up. So you have 2 original Call of Duty missions where the fan base will absolutely love. And then you still have the other different game types and mission types. Yeah, I agree with you, Ranton. I never really thought about it because like I said, I liked it. But I definitely agree. I get what you're saying. It does overstay its welcome.
There's a major segment of it, and then there's another segment. And I just thought, stop it. And
it's back to back. That's the issue. Immediately right after that, you get a cutscene, and then you're doing it again. I get it.
enough. I want to go back to the normal Call of Duty gameplay. Shooty, no more pew pew. Or the top-down mission. You're dangling down top-down. It's such a classic Call of Duty moment. You're like...
Don't break the chair.
Top down. Even that mission, you jump from car to car, Just Cause style, Uncharted style. But it goes on and on and on. And I'm like, you have good ideas.
It's a long fucking mission.
But stop it. It's too long. But I never hear. If you think about it, COD has always had the opposite problem of that. Usually it's super strong moment-to-moment action, and that is so tight that it's usually over before you know it. You're like, oh man, I wish there was more of it. Leave the bitches wanting more. Sophia's sleeping. But here...
Hey, shout out to that yeet. Slow down reverb.
It's the other way around, and that is so much worse. I got sick of several missions where I just couldn't stand doing it for one more second. Not good. The addition of bullet sponge enemies, and they all have kind of the same animations when you break their armor, doesn't fit into this game. Don't like it. Artificial difficulty increasement. Full. They try to recreate the clear house.
I mean, honestly, when it comes down to enemies having armor, I personally think it's a nice touch. Is it annoying? Sure. On the hardest difficulty, can it be frustrating? Sure. But there's ways around it. Throw a flashbang, shoot them, fuck them up. Throw some grenades, keep shooting them. Like, yeah, they're bullet spongy, but they do add a sense of more, I guess, realism, right? Because if you're wearing armor, you can take more shots to the body. But if you shoot them in the face, they definitely should die. For some reason, a face and a headshot is the same thing. You shoot them in the face, the helmet pops off. Doesn't make any sense, right? So maybe lower down the armor. Whenever you're shooting them in the torso with multiple rounds of 7.62, you should definitely be piercing the plate and they should be fucking dying. But overall, I think it's a good like proof of concept if they do, when they do Modern Warfare 3, because we all saw the fucking ending. When they do Modern Warfare 3, I like them to make the armor system more realistic. So where you run into an armor enemy, the automatic instinct is shoot him in the fucking face. There's no armor covering his face. Unless he wears a ballistic mask, which is whatever, but you know what I'm saying.
House vibe from the epic, incredible 2019 mission. Bravo 6, moving to the second floor. There are several moments when you clear houses, but none of them have that level of polish. This is something...
Because you're clearing it solo, which is one factor. Whenever you were doing clear house, you were moving as a unit, realistic shit. Even in the second part, moving as a unit, realistic shit. This one, you move as a unit sometimes, the lead man gets shot, and then you take over. And then other parts of that same mission, so clear this house. Solo? You're gonna send me into a trap-infested house by my fucking self. Yeah, I don't see it, but I get it.
That really stuck out to me about halfway through, and that is that the story was incredibly weak and small scale, not big picture.
I mean, they're saving it for Modern Warfare 3, World War 3, remember? Modern Warfare 2 was high stakes, but at the same time, it was still covert. Well, you know, besides the airport massacre that kicked off the whole war to begin with, but besides that, it was still on its own playing field. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, fuck, I can't even say that because they had the whole EMP shut down New York City. All right, fuck what I'm saying. You're right, Ranton.
Sure enough, for my liking. Usually you don't feel like you're part of a cool spec ops team. A lot of it is just goofy. The CIA pencil pusher lady is on the front lines. She gets kidnapped. Then you put the mission to the side and you save her. Why?
Yeah, it should definitely been a separate team to go save her. Yeah.
So dumb. It's like Fast and Furious level of stupidity. It seems so irrelevant. It sure as hell is no war. Things are more personal and therefore, to be honest, less serious, much less imposing and grand scheme. This is particularly worse because what was Modern Warfare 2 back then like? Bro, no Russian. Bomb. World War. Fighting at the capital. I fought at the capital.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Ranton. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh, this gotta be the fucking
It was basically World War 3. This here is nothing like that. It's a lot of personal, stupid side mission stuff. It feels like a Call of Duty cartel warfare. And I love the cartel, don't get me wrong, yeah? España, Cabana, Manzana. What's wrong? No hablas español, fellas! Hey, I have a pet peeve. This ghost guy with a skull mask. I think Call of Duty has forgotten what made him cool in the first place. If I'm not mistaken, the ghost dude had kind of a cult following and it's like a fan favorite because he was unknown. A random background soldier. He had a ghost mask painted on his baklava. So they know, oh, people find him cool. Now, let's not teach you why he's cool. Let's just already assume that you find him cool and really push that in your face hard.
So Ghost, okay, Ranton's about to go on a rant about Ghost. Before he goes on his rant, I would like to say the Ghost in this game is absolutely amazing, and he is depicted accurately to his character. A lot of people don't know this, but Modern Warfare 2 had a comic, and there was a whole comic about Simon Ghost Riley, his past, and the reason why he is how he is. The Modern Warfare 2 original Ghost does not reflect what I read in that fucking comic book. That shit is dark, gritty, and crazy. Like, go read that comic and then listen to what this Ghost says in Modern Warfare 2022. Listen to the dark humor. Oh, they'll skin you alive. The cartel? Yeah, all right. I'll make sure to send them the video to you. Oh, I'll be sure not to watch it at least more than one time. Like some dark shit. He said he will watch his friend get murdered in a cartel video, but he'll only watch it once. That's it. Like that dark humor, that dark shit. Oh, I trust Captain Price. Captain Price ain't here. Oh, you want to be as good as me? You got a long way to go. That's real Simon Ghost Riley shit. And a lot of people don't know about it because they didn't even know there was a comic book. But yeah, go into it, Ranton. Let me hear.
He's the definition of tryhard. Yo, this guy is super cool. He has a skull mask.
Badass.
Yo, please clap. Every time I see him in this game, I had to laugh. He's so cringe. It's like he's wearing a condom. Do you find him cool? Then the multiplayer. Listen, guys, I'm not an ML.
I don't find him cool per se. I just know about him, and that's what makes him cool. I don't think it's even that he's cool. It's just I know about him. It's like, yeah, that's fucking Ghost right there. He's not cool. He's a badass. I think that's the difference. The other one is cool guy. We don't know much about him. He got shades on his Ghost Black Lava. Like he's a fucking badass, right? He's cool as fuck. But this one is just more, yeah, badass. Like fucking, are you threatening us? Takes out a knife, throws it at the guard, takes him down, escapes. Bro, that's fucking hard.
MLG high risk, high reward pro gamer anymore. There's not that much I can say about that. And also, with multiplayer games, you give your thoughts.
You think it sucks?
Tomorrow a patch comes out, fixes the reason why it sucks. Your review is useless. I'm just giving you my.
I see what you mean. Or you could say it's awesome and then patch comes out and it ruins what you thought was good. So yeah, but multiplayer, I think it's okay. I mean, it wasn't fucking working for a long period of time. The UI is ass. But when DMZ came out, I've just been playing DMZ and I just find that really fun. I don't even play multiplayer anymore, just DMZ.
Impressions.
And I've been playing Shoot House for to relax because DMZ can be stressful.
On the multiplayer. One thing that I find so interesting is the single player campaign looks so good and down to the last T is like well designed. And then you jump into the multiplayer and it just looks worse. Everything is so washed out, so generic, Marvel style. It's probably done for visibility or performance, I don't know, but all the charm that the game achieves in single player is washed.
And this is exactly why I don't fucking play with PC, because you don't know what's going on, what could be wrong. Could it be the setting? I don't know. Just play on console where you know the game works. You just put the disc in, play the game, it works.
Away in multiplayer. That's why all COD games look the same in multiplayer. Tried the third person mode because I was excited to see what that's like.
Third person was cool. Modern Warfare 2 original third person, way better. I think it's better because it just reminds you of SOCOM. Everybody's wearing kind of the same uniform and they have the idle animations. Like if you just stand still, you have your rifle and your guy's checking. He's checking his gear. He's looking around, like doing all this other types of cool shit. And in this one, it's just like a bunch of random people just showed up to the battle. They're all just fucking hanging out. But it does, the third person angle, it does look like, so it reminds me of SOCOM so much.
Like, and bro, it goes boink. There's one thing that hit me really early on, that is I hate made up weapons. I don't know what it is. I'm not even like a gun nut. I don't love like
I fucking hate it too, man. And I am not really a gun nut, but I do love weapons. So whenever someone tells me, oh man, just use the Fennec. What the fuck is the Fennec? You mean the Vector? Oh bro, I use the cast off. What the fuck is a cast off? You mean the AK-47? Like, and the reason why is I think they're being cheap. because there's no fucking way that Activision could afford these gun names, the Barrett 50 cal. There's no way you guys could afford that, what, 12 years ago, and you can't afford it now. You can afford the rights to these guns. You just don't want to pay out the money for it. Why spend $10,000 buying the rights to use the M4 or the Scar H or the Vector when we could just make up our own words? And that just makes it hard for people like me and other people that actually know weapons to figure out what the fuck people are talking about. I watched this YouTube video. Oh, you should use this gun. If you didn't put up a picture, I swear to God, I wouldn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then you got the customization system in this shit. It's like, oh, if you want to unlock this gun, you got to use the Pest Control 25. What the fuck is the Pest Control 25? Oh, I finally look it up on Google. Oh, it's this gun. Okay, to unlock this gun, you got to use the PP25. What the fuck is the PP25? You look it up. Oh, it's this gun. Oh, but to unlock this gun, you got to use the Alpha Bravo trial. You see what I'm saying? It's just random shit. And you don't know immediately, oh, I got to use this gun. So then when you go into the match, if you didn't write this shit down, good luck remembering, buddy, because these aren't real gun names. I'm off my rant.
AK-47. I fucking hate made-up guns. I don't know why. When you played some games in the past, you can instantly tell what guns are inspired from what guns. But when I see these fake names, Lachman, bro, I know it's a licensing thing. I just hate it. Just spend the
They can afford it.
extra money for my immersion. It's such a stupid complaint, but hey, I bet
it's not a stupid. Kind of stupid.
I'm not the only one. The attachment and weapon unlock system is making the rounds, and people are not sure how to feel about it. I gotta say,
it's cool to see your weapon kind of always unlocked, but I honestly believe they should go back to the Black Ops money system. Play the games, get the money, buy what you want. Done. Simple. Immediately, if I want a good gun, I can just buy the bitch instead of waiting till I'm level 45 to unlock a gun. But oh, you can't use it because you need to use the cast off 25 and you don't get that to your level 50. Haha, fuck you.
I kind of like it because, first of all, it's just something new. Plus, it incentivizes you to try different guns that you otherwise would never try. But it also led to me having to play like at least a few hours with weapons that I absolutely hated.
You don't fucking like them. It forces you into a play style you're not used to or you won't enjoy it.
Sucking every match. But I
and then your KD, if you care about that, your KD just goes down out into the fucking toilet. It makes the KD shit almost pointless. What's the point of telling me how good I am if I'm not using everything to the best of my ability? How can I see how good I really am if I'm forced using other guns that aren't as good as the gun that I want to use? It makes no sense.
I had to use it because I wanted to unlock the next one. I don't know if that's smart for a game that wants to be casual and accessible. Plus, the upgrade system now and the unlock system is so complex. Maybe that's counterproductive to what they want to achieve, you know? Honestly, I don't care. I personally appreciate it and I like it. The perks, they are not instantly activated, but you activate the 2 perks as the match progresses. I like that too. I think it's cool. UAV Online.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I just think it's not as good as the original way. Just have your class set up instead of you have your class, but it's all locked until later on into the match. And then it's like, okay, what the fuck is this? A comeback mechanic? Is this Street Fighter where I get an ultra combo whenever fucking 10 seconds left on the match? It makes no sense.
This crazy, you know, these sounds. And when you finish a game and you get all these post-game level up, the bars filling up and the level ups, man, it's so...
Yeah, level up.
And when you finish a game and you get...
You got the ability to customize your loadout now. Nigga, what?
All these post-game level up, the bars filling up and the level ups, man, it's so rewarding. They know how to get that dopamine, bro. I look at it and I go, oh, I love it.
No.
Oh, what the? We all know what a normal Call of Duty match has been like forever. It's the identity of Call of Duty. Shoot, die, shoot, die, shoot, die, shoot, die, shoot, die. I love it and I hate it. When it releases, we're all equals. And then as it continues, people find out how to cheese it, where to camp, what the worst exploits are, and then it just gets worse. And I do worse and worse until I'm just done with it. The co-op mode, didn't find it super enjoyable. Also,
yeah, man, Spec Ops was a big disappointment. It wasn't like the original Spec Ops or even Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops. Just have a whole bunch of missions you can just play with a random or with your friend, and just they escalate in difficulty. And they're the campaign missions except backwards, and some missions are just their own mission. Like, that was so much fun. I played with my cousin. Me and my cousin were talking about playing this game when it came out, like whenever Spec Ops came out. And then Spec Ops came out and it was 3 missions. And I was like, bro, come on, man.
Because I have no one to play with. But my personal highlight is the invasion mode. 64 players with bots, which means you die less and you get more kills. I like it. In Warzone, I couldn't give less of a fuck and never will play that shit. Anyways, thank you to all the patrons.
But try DMZ, bro. Ranton, try DMZ. You might like it. The reason why people don't like DMZ is because you go in and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You go into first you pick a mission, and then you go into DMZ. You do the mission, maybe do something else. Get a gun, find some shit, find some loot, and then you leave. That's it. Don't go exploring. Don't go looking for kills. Don't go looking for people. Do the mission and get the fuck out. You will have so much fun.
Patrons, if you want to appear in one of my videos and give your own review, come on Patreon and...
What is this? I get my own review? Oh, like... I saved, make a review for Gears of War 2 and you'll go do it.
Get early access to the videos, be in the credit, poll, everything. Thanks. I'm enjoying this. I'm having a good time with it. And I would rate Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 a 7 out of 10. And that's it. Peace.
I thought I was going to give it an 8. But yeah, 7. Legit. That was a dope video by Ranton. Anyways, I've been needing to get to this video. I finally got to it. I thought it was good. Good video. I'm excited. I hope to play a game with Ranton one day. We'll see. Anyways, this is your boy Miss. Come subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.